Hello and welcome to a walkthrough, drive-through tour of this event for this new Bugatti that I am not going to bother trying to pronounce because I'll sound like an idiot. I'm just going to highlight some things like check out this. You can hit speed multiple times on one section by just slowing down and speeding up, slowing down and speeding up. So if you're having trouble, you can find one long section and hit speed multiple times. And we're not going to go through really that many complete stages here. I'm just going to highlight certain areas that people might have been having some trouble with, and we're going to look at upgrades as well. This particular stage, get in the lead fast, make him follow you for a while, and this particular stage ends very quickly. You don't need to do 3 laps, but you can get paid for doing all 3 laps. So I just need to get this guy right behind me. You can't do too much blocking or he'll try to pass you, but watch this. There we go, getting it in there. Come on, come on. And just like that, it's over and I got full paid. Now, let's take a look at the upgrade costs. You'll need all 3s. $2,403,900. 585 gold spent, but then you get 100 gold back. So really you're just spending 485 gold. You got to complete the event to get that 100 gold back though. So it is 585 gold in upgrades. But hey, there you go. Now let's take a look at some braking points here at Red Bull Ring, because some of this can be really tricky in a car like this, because you got to get on the brakes before any braking markers are even appearing. So that's just the way it is. So at this point I've got all 3s for upgrades. For the first couple of shots I was showing you in this video, I had no upgrades. It's possible in that one poor short track one I had ones, but anyhow. So I was on the brakes before that banner even appeared. And here braking markers appear on your left. You've got to be on several car lengths before that, or you're going to end up having to throw the car sideways to not go off track like that. I went in too hot, so I had to throw it sideways. All-wheel drive, four-wheel drive cars actually brake faster when you throw them sideways. But it's a little bit risky. You can't go off track here. Well, you can. Almost every event in this particular Club Day series, you could be off track for a little bit before it fails you, but I don't really want to push that. So I kind of pushed it a little bit, like not too much for this first lap. Second lap, just lay back. So I'll cross the start-finish line. You'll see my time, and then we have to wait till the second place bot there passes to see if that's good or not. So I'm not going to let this go too long. Shortly after that time appears, you'll see that I have way more than enough to move along. So there you go. I mean, like, I have a huge lead, nothing to worry about there. Let's take a look at this particular stage. So again, I'm just showing you that you can hit your speed target multiple times in one section. See that? I had 1, now I've got 3 already met. No trouble at all. A lot of this, I didn't really find any of this difficult. This is interesting. The engine's overheating and I thought, oh, well, what happens if I severely push it? Like, because I wasn't finding it difficult. Get out of the throttle really early, let it coast for a while. Don't just nail the brakes. That's how you help with that engine speed. So here, okay, that looks like that was really stupid, but all 4 tires off track is actually the most braking you can get, the fastest braking distance. I'm trying to push my engine temperature. I'm doing the opposite of what you're supposed to do. If you're trying to keep the engine temperature down, get off the gas early and coast. Don't be on the brakes too much. You're making better use of your speed. Here I'm trying to push it, so I'm getting on the brakes kind of late. And this engine temp is not building very much. So honestly, I don't think you should have any trouble. Go to all 3s for upgrades really early. And I didn't do any bot slowing. Nothing at all. I pushed this really hard. I just never found it difficult at all. Yeah, I'm cutting corners, and who really cares is what I thought. I mean, if they're not saying don't cut corners, whatever. You can get more average speed that way. If you want to play it all within the lines, whatever, go do that. I don't really care. This is another stage. If you meet the requirements early, race is over, but you get full pay for everything. So here I'm collecting a little bit of draft. Some of it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know why it's not showing seconds. Why isn't it showing 6.0? Because these are seconds. Sometimes the monkeys mix things up. Sorry guys, you're called fire monkeys, so sometimes I call you monkeys. Sometimes they don't put seconds where there should be seconds, and then other times it's going to be like, do this 10 times or 12 times, and it'll say like 10.0. Well, that makes no sense because you can't have 0.0 over, like I can't have 0.3 overtakes, right? Anyhow, oh well, so whatever. So getting in a little bit more of forcing them to follow me. And this thing is insanely loose with these tires the way they are. Like I'm in Canada, I know what it's like to drive on ice. And yeah, this is what it feels like to drive on ice with all-season tires. Just so you know, all-season tires, that doesn't mean an actual winter. It means a winter where you don't get below freezing. But here in Canada, I mean, if you know what's good for you, you buy winter tires because, it just makes all the difference in the world. I used to have an all-wheel drive, it's an old vehicle, some people will know this one, Chevrolet Astrovan, all-wheel drive with winter tires on it. Oh wow, that was fun. So there you go, I met the requirements and it's all over. So you get paid for it. Now look at this, I like doing this sometimes. Driving forwards while looking backwards. You gotta be careful doing this, man. But anyhow, this one, hey, great example. I'm supposed to skid 45.0 times. Like I thought, is this counting my seconds or times? It's not counting seconds. But I want to show you something here. So far I haven't really done any skidding at all. You can do a whole bunch of skidding really fast. After this next corner, I'm going to show you what I mean. So you're driving straight and just start thrashing back and forth quickly. Watch the throttle on and off the throttle. Look how fast I'm racking up those skids. In fact, a lot of times it's counting 2 times per skid. Don't know why, but it is. So skidding 45 times is nothing. Remember though, you got to finish your lap times in a certain amount of time for this particular stage or it's going to fail you. This looks daunting. Remember, Roman cubits. It's not meters, it's not yards, it's Roman cubits. Yes, Roman cubit. It's a measurement, ancient measurement. They don't know how it ended up in the game. It's just a total accident. But that's this unit of measurement, almost exactly a Roman cubit. Basically, yeah, it's a lot of drafting. We're gonna watch a chunk of this because I make a mistake. If you rough up a bot too much in the corners, they get all snaky. And that can be a problem because in this particular stage, you cannot overtake and you cannot get overtaken. If you rough up the bot too much in the corners, you're gonna end up in a problem, and you'll see what I mean because it happens to me. But just look how much drafting I'm getting here. Like, there isn't 9,000 meters in a lap, of course. I'm not gonna get all 9,000 meters in a lap, but still, I'm gonna get substantially more distance than you can get in one lap in the Bugatti circuit. So it's kind of funny. I like to laugh about that. They can't ever fix it or it wrecks all the old events. So this is a permanent feature in the game. I think what I've calculated once is that you get credit to 2.5 meters for every meter you travel. And here's my mistake. I gotta wait till he gets back on track. And now the guy behind me is getting really close. So I'm suddenly stuck in an uncomfortable sandwich. I don't like this one. Can I have some mayonnaise, please? It'll make the sandwich maybe a little bit better. And actually, I really like Dijon mustard. But anyway, why are we getting into the topic of sandwiches? Because I'm hungry. So anyway, look at that. You can't get that much drafting in at one lap in the Bugatti circuit, but I just did. Like, that's over 7 kilometers. That's not happening. All right, very soon I will finish the drafting requirement, and then we are going to hard fast forward this 16 times regular speed. And you can see that I end up and still in a pretty uncomfortable position. Like, look how close that guy is behind me. So, kind of touchy, but I did it. Not a problem. All right, this is another one that some people might have trouble with. If you're having trouble meeting average speed, just drive off track. They don't really care about it in this stage. And just here's what I mean. If you have steering assist on, this will probably really mess you up, or if you have traction control. But if you don't, you can do that. And look how much average speed I just logged. It's kind of funny. Anyhow, so if you're having trouble, do what it takes. Do what it takes to get your car. Don't worry about it. Don't let people shame you or whatever. Just do what it takes. And this is the tail end of the final race. So, thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe. I'm going to throw up some other video links that you might find interesting. Lots of stuff like endless endurance racing, how to drive without assist. If you want to learn how to do that, I've got tips on that. And I came to a stop because it's over. Bye-bye now.